Full moon greetings. This full moon, February 19th in 2019. What a gorgeous, bright full moon. I've had the joy in seeing last night. I hope a lot of you had the opportunity too. As many of you may know, it is the brightest and the biggest full moon for 2019, mainly because it is a supermoon as well, but it's the closest to Earth all this year. So it was just glorious. I've had the honor of facilitating full moon ceremonies, oh my goodness, since 2011. And that started for me an incredible love affair with the moon and all her phases and influences. And so I feel very called to continue this, but in a different way. Through this webcast, I'd like to present maybe the beautiful moon, Goddess Luna, in different ways. First astrologically, then galactically, and then through near and dear to my heart, the Native American tradition. I hope that these insights, will bring a measure of joy, just help you along your path as we're all doing this together. Astrologically, we may be aware of, if not, we're not only in the full moon of Virgo, but right now it is changing sun signs. February 19th, the sun changed into the sign of Pisces from our airy electrical Aquarius, and the full moon is in our earthy Virgo. So there's a lot going on, and it would seem a bit of a mismatch with the practical Virgo and the mystical Pisces, but actually there's quite a bit of balancing that's going on. With the pragmatic, strategic Virgo and our mystical, multidimensional Pisces, there could be a grand vision and the means in which to actualize it. Virgo's love for planning, so very necessary, is being influenced by Pisces, reminding us that while planning, to be sure to engage one's creativity, play, and divine magic. Pisces reminds us that the goddess, the feminine, the intuitive aspects are as much as needed as is the planning for true fulfillment of one's vision, dream, and so on. Thus, this is utilizing the gifts of both those signs, which to me creates a win-win situation for all. On a galactical aspect, I am going to quote someone that I've been following for quite some time, Simone Matthews. She's a wonderful astrologer, channeler, and healer. And she shares, Vesta is the brightest asteroid minor planet visible from Earth. Vesta represents the sacred feminine flame in all of us, the High Priestess, who fans the eternal flames of our hearts, our homes, and hence our global home, beloved Earth. Vesta, the virginal priestess, which really means independent in every way, guides us towards devotion, to commit to our highest aspirations, our greatest desires, and helps us to keep the flames of our passions alight. The lower octave of Vesta is presented by the Earth's moon, which is feminine, and the higher octave of Vesta is represented by Alcyone, the brightest star within the Pleiades, the silver feminine ray of creation. End of quote. I want to interject here. Our beloved star mothers, our Pleiadian mothers, are once again influencing us in such a beautiful way. Simone goes on to say, with Vesta, 9.02 degrees Pisces, dancing with our sun at 0.42 degrees Pisces this full moon, hence reflecting her highest vision over our moon. We are being gifted insight into new, kinder, more compassionate, and nurturing ways of enacting our dreams. You may be guided to let go of some of the steps of your masculine plan and surrender to a more gentler path of least resistance. Self-care is every bit as important in your plan as the physical action steps. She closes with, the priestess is calling to each and every one of us this full moon, sparking a light, a vision, an intuitive knowing about your path forward in the weeks to come. Listen to her call. Breathe in her wisdoms. Dance her song. She is beckoning you to rise up to your royal self and believe that anything is possible. All you need to do is believe in you. End of her quote. And by the way, I believe is a Pisces mantra. Something else galactically that is happening is the occulting, which is really the darkening, of Sirius, which is the brightest star in the sky. And this is happening by a passing asteroid. It will be brief, but significant nonetheless. And as this is seen and felt by Earth, it is no accident it occurs, as more and more are awakening. I have read a post by Natalia Alba, another wonderful channeler, healer, astrologer. She shared that it is taking place in order that the codes of one of our forefathers left for us within our DNA eons ago, the Anunnaki feline race, the Christos founders, along with the Sirian race, will assist in activating and integrating these codes within us. This is happening as so many are awakening or have awakened, and these codes will assist in many being given information regarding their soul mission as well as other valuable needed information. Ultimately, this means to me, this is all leading up to empowering us to become the free sovereign masters, not only of our physical body, but on the earthly plane as well. Also, the full moon in Virgo is in alignment with the star Regulus in the Leo constellation. Regulus is a royal star of spirited energy, luck, abundance, power, authority, confidence. And being in the constellation of Leo, once again it appears there's another powerful assist from the feline race. Here's another given opportunity for each one of us to share our uniqueness while giving us the courage and support to overcome any fears. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that galactically. In Native American tradition, and I studied and learned through books written by Sun Bear, Chippewa, the place on the medicine wheel at this time is called the Big Winds Moon. It is the last full moon in the north with Waboos as spirit keeper, the buffalo. This is a time where one discovers more of his or her own spiritual powers and yearns for a deeper spiritual connection. It is a time to cultivate and deepen psychic abilities. This full moon teaches about one's deep sensitivity and how to temper as needed and the necessity of being grounded. Turquoise is the totem stone that teaches value and protection. Plantain is the totem plant, teaching one about their healing abilities. And the totem animal, once again, feline, is the cougar. No accidents here, as we say. Cougar teaches about mystery, healthy boundaries, but most significantly, coming into one's own power. As so many are awakening and waking up, we are all being called, if you've noticed, to become both sacred, sovereign, and owning our power. And this is the last full moon, I think I mentioned, that is in the direction of the north. I also felt called to pull a beautiful gift that was given to me, and there's an oracle deck called The Mystical Shaman. It is by Colette Baron-Reed, Alberto Vallado, and Marcela Lobos. And I pulled 4 cards. And again, the universe is always guiding. The first card I pulled, the moon, connects us with our intuition, mystery, and surrender. She asks us to be comfortable with both the light and dark sides of life, or the ebb and flow of life. Moon impacts the tides of oceans, and that the ebb and flow are as natural and necessary to the flow of life, our journey. There are times to be in a void, feeling empty, as this makes room for a renewal, a rebirth of self. The ebb and flow of the moon reminds us to appreciate the phases of our own life and to embrace the blessings in each one. This full moon in Virgo and the sun in Pisces provides both a pragmatic and mystical view of all experiences, allowing for the dreams to take hold in our lives as we step into our power as divine beings. The next card that I pulled is called the Seer, S-E-E-R. And this calls for us to look deeper inside and to trust your intuition, as does the moon, and follow it as it leads you forward. Remember that the way of the hidden realms is not a straight line, as it is in our linear world, but can be circuitous and to go deeper than just surface, as there are always many cues and subtle messages from these hidden realms. The next card I pulled, Heart of Sky. And this reminds us that we are part of the life force that is in all creation, that we trust and call in visions from the hidden realms and birth it in the world of form. To be the channel of the divine cosmic forces via your unique gifts, ready to be birthed and share in this world, leaving the details up to the universe. Again, the intuition, the stepping forward in one's powers, the actualizing of your dreams, the accessing of your gifts. And the last card I pulled, near and dear to my heart, the hummingbird. The incredible synchronicity of this is the hummingbird is the totem animal for the direction of north. Hummingbird represents courage, discipline, and stamina, especially if you think what it takes to make its epic journey every year, going back and forth between the Americas, searching for the warm weather. Again, small does not mean minimal, but quite the opposite. Hummingbird teaches us how to use discernment in going after the right opportunity and being able to take the nourishment, the nectar from it. Hummingbird also teaches us joy in every day as it unfolds. And very significant is that the hummingbird teaches trust in oneself and in the universe. It also tells us not to waste time looking back at what you may see as a failure, but rather to trust in the now and take bold action, knowing all is well and that ultimately success is assured. The messages are just incredible about following intuition along with the planning, the balance, but taking those bold steps and trusting in the universe that all is well and believing in oneself. Just beautiful. In closing, to me, it feels on all levels we are being given an incredible cosmic green light to move forward with our dreams, our visions, and our desires. However, we must integrate the Virgo's pragmatic side with the Pisces and Sun and Vesta, the priestess influences, which means we do this with balance, planning, creativity, play, but all the while following one's intuition and heart and believing that anything is possible. Just trust the universe and believe in you. Thank you for allowing me to share what calls so near and dear to my heart. And I hope that my version of what this full moon is about, maybe brought some really inspiring message ideas. It is my joy, and I wish you one and all full moon blessings. Until next time, thank you.